Hey guys, welcome into another weekly portfolio update. Starting off with the crypto here, my portfolio is down about $350 for the week. Not a lot of change there. Crypto is just trending downwards a little bit. Not much to say on that. Crypto has been a little bit boring recently. None of the same huge movements that it's used to having. And you can see the day chart here, all under 5%. Like we used to see 20% days back in the day. Like some days I'd just look at the portfolio and there'd be like 5 or 6 of these up 20% or down 20%. So yeah, it's a lot less volatile than it has been in the past. It's just going through one of those time periods, I guess. Over to stocks. My portfolio is down $513 this week. So the stock market's kind of cooling off a little bit, or at least, the stocks that I invest in are. They had about 5 weeks of just storming ahead. They were going great. Went from only like 5k in profit all the way up to 21,000 in profit. And now it's just settled back down to 18,791 profit. So you can see all the total changes down this column. So I got a couple of 100%ers at the moment. They're the only two that I have left. I've sold all the other ones that were over 100%. Sold them back towards the start of the little mini crash we had. Not too much news on my stocks at the moment. The only big interesting thing that's happening at the moment is with SPCE. So tonight, or overnight tonight, 1 a.m. Monday, they're going to launch the spaceship that is taking Richard Branson into space. So hopefully that goes off without any complications, and I guess we'll find out tomorrow how it went, and that I assume will be a catalyst in one direction or another for when the market opens on Monday. So could see some movement in SPCE on Monday. I honestly couldn't tell you. Seems like it could be like if nothing exciting happens, it could be like a sell the news type of situation. Sell the event. Because if it goes off as planned, it's already been kind of priced in. Like there was good news and it happened, and the stocks ran up heaps. Like it ran up like 250% or so over the course of 2 months. So yeah, I feel like it might sell off after, but I don't know, I could potentially look to sell some of the position, maybe as much as half of the position, just to reduce risk, depending how the stock's doing on Monday. If it runs up, I probably will sell half. If it goes down, I probably won't, probably just hold it. If it stays neutral, I don't know. We'll see. Might do a little bit more research before making that decision. But yeah, that's pretty much the only thing really that's been going on. Like obviously down 513 this week. It's not a huge movement in stocks. I didn't really see too many huge days except with SPCE. I think they got tangled up in some Wall Street bets stuff, because I seen they had like a 17% plus day and there was no news that came out. It was just a big movement for seemingly no reason, because it wasn't even the day that Sir Richard Branson announced that he was going to be traveling into space on that flight. So yeah, not really sure about that, other than I've heard some speculation that it is part of a Wall Street's bets movement. I don't personally follow Wall Street's bets, so I yeah, I don't keep up to date on what they're doing and all that. So if they make stuff move in the market, I'm not going to know about it unless there's a news article about it or something for me to see. Yeah, so not a whole lot of movement. Still crazy down on Workhorse. Corsair Gaming is probably the only current stock that I would be looking to buy at current prices. Everything else is kind of a bit moved up from where I would like to buy it. Although Tattooed Chef is coming back down. Yeah, my total profit on Tattooed Chef is just 3.5%. If it moves back below my cost price, I could potentially look at buying. If it moved down to what, $1, maybe a bit more than $1, move down to about 18.50, I could look at adding to this position, even though it is already my biggest position, because it is a position that I have high confidence in, which is, it's always easier to add to the high confidence ones, like harder to add to, like SPCE. It went down an insane amount. It was down in like it was under 20. Can't remember quite how low it got. Might have been like 15 to 18 somewhere. And yeah, I didn't really add to that position that much, but yeah, looking at it now, it's gone over $50 recently, and I should have added to it. But yeah, a lower conviction play, SPCE, more of a speculative one, whereas Tattooed Chef, I have high confidence in that one. Now I'll show you in the brokerage. These are the returns on the stocks that I currently hold. Just to show you that I do actually hold these stocks. Huh. 106% there. 118% there. Might have to have a look into that. Maybe I've forgotten to update something. Yeah, hatch count. 2 in the red, 3 in the green. Looks good to me. Yeah, cost basis of 10,000 in this account, so 5,600 profit. I think it was like 31,000 in this one, so 9,000 profit. And then Interactive Brokers account, which I barely use. I just had to make it in order to buy these 2 stocks. I also wanted to buy a couple of other stocks, GGTTF, and there was another one, Voyager Digital. But turns out you can't buy either of those stocks because they're some weird classification. One of them was a micro cap, and the other one was on some list that they don't allow people to trade on Interactive Brokers, which I found super odd, because you can search for them. You can find the stock in here. Oh, if I search in the right place. Is that the search bar? I don't even know if that's the right event. Brands. I don't know. But yeah, I couldn't buy GGTTF anyway. Might even not be the right ticker, but yeah, I couldn't buy the stock that I wanted to buy, GTech Holdings. I couldn't buy it, which was unfortunate. I messaged back and forth with the Interactive Brokers team, and same with Voyager Digital. I thought the account was just glitching or something, because those are the first 2 stocks that I tried to buy, and neither of them worked. So yeah, I was pretty confused. Messaged them, and they were like, they had 2 separate weird reasons as to why I couldn't buy them. One of them was a micro cap, which they don't allow you to trade. They do small cap stocks, but not micro cap. And yeah, the other one was on some database list that they had. I had to look into it, and yeah, there was some list somewhere that, I don't know, I didn't go too deep, because after I found out that I couldn't buy them, I was just like, yep, sweet. that's not great. I'll just ignore those ones. And I'll probably watch them run up hundreds of % because I can't buy them. Same as what happened with Planet 13 initially. I looked at buying Planet 13 the first time when it was like $1.40, or back when Jeremy from Financial Education like put out his first video, and it was a super hype video and he had crazy confidence. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll buy some of that. Went to try and buy it, searched everywhere. The only place I could find that I could buy it at that time was ASB Securities. I didn't know about Interactive Brokers at that time. And the ASB Securities was going to charge a $70 fee for me to like do a transaction. And at the time, that was way too much. I couldn't, because I would have had to put in like multiple thousands in order to make that viable. And that was just too much for me. I would have had to put in maybe like 4,000, I think, to make a $70 fee like valid. Otherwise, you're just losing so much of the gains. But I mean, obviously, looking back on it now, you could say it's run up like 300-400% since then. So I should have bought it, but at the time, yeah, it was more of a difficult decision. Opening a new brokerage in a different account that I hadn't used before, and having to do telephone communications in order to purchase the stock. You can't even do it online because I was going to purchase the Canadian stock, because even ASB Securities doesn't do OTC stocks or over-the-counter stocks or small cap stocks in America. But Planet 13 does trade on the Canadian Stock Exchange as well. So I was going to try circumvent it that way, but yeah, no dice. I thought that was too much. $70 is crazy transaction fee. Hopefully they bring that down on ASB Securities, because they're not at all competitive. Like even regular US stocks, I believe it was a $20 fee, which is crazy for anyone who's not doing like tens of thousands. If you were doing like tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands, then, and if it was still that $20 to $70 fee, then that'd be a great deal. But still, you could just use Hatch and have like a $5 fee. NZ. But yeah. Yeah, stocks. House. Still renovating. It's taken a long time. Currently doing the in-between stuff for the plumber. So the plumbers come in, move all the plumbing, and I'm doing the rest of the renovations on the bathroom. So putting up the jib. I'll put up most of the jib. Started some plastering. I've done most of the plastering. There's just some weird stuff with the last piece of jib needs to go in after I've put in the bath, because it sits right on top of it, which I could cut a gap, but I don't want there to be like a soft spot in the shower liner, because if there's a gap behind the shower liner where there's no jib, could potentially damage the seal if someone like pushed on it, if it had any pressure on it. So yeah, I'm just gonna put the last sheet of jib in after I put the bath in, and that doesn't need any plaster because it's going to be fully hidden by the shower liner. Probably a week away from being done the bathroom, well, done my part, and then I'll get the plumber back in to do the rest of it, hook up all the drainage and all the new fixtures, and also replace the hot water cylinder. And then I should be very close to finished and renting the house out at the end of the month, hopefully. That's the plan. That's pretty much everything for this week. I'll see you guys next week in the next update. Hopefully we can have a green week next week. Have a great day, and goodbye.